Welcome back, Guardians. My name is Psalmlab, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at the latest teaser from Bungie, obviously about the Witch Queen, and I want to do a short video and just break down a couple of the things that I think are noteworthy. So let's have a look. So first things first, you can see a pyramid. I also would like to add the fact that this is a jungle. Let's continue.
Guardian.
So hold on, I'd like to go back like a frame. Or not. Okay, hold on, let's...
Guardian.
So this frame right here, we can see the fire team surrounding what looks to be like some kind of peak, and this weird apparition kind of looks like a portal. Let's continue forward.
Guardian, do you read?
Yep, it's okay. This is 100% a portal. Not only can you hear the sound that's like a zooming sound moving in. How do you describe that? Like a portal transition sound, traveling sound. I don't know how you describe that, but yeah, this is interesting because it looks like obviously this Guardian's ghost is reading the portal, scanning, and we're going to go through it. So let's go through it and we'll see. So hold on, that's a really interesting aerial shot that we just had.
Guardian. Guardian, do you read me?
Right here. So this looks like some kind of pit to me. There are 3 points here that look interesting as well. In fact, up here in this upper left corner, these look like ghosts, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really zoom into them. If I had, I should have screenshot the picture. But these look a lot like the outlines of ghosts, and these might also be ghosts that are scanning for what would be the hive, maybe? Okay, no, the static. These look different. This looks like something submerged in water. No idea what that is. Right. We just got hit by a whole load of images just then. Okay, so here we've been shown really quick flashes of the different rooms that are, or the different areas. So this looks like an outer area of a wall. I find it very interesting as well that that Savathûn's throne world has a wall around it, kind of like the Last City, right? I'm not the only one who thought that, but it's interesting to see what they're doing, narratively speaking, from there. But I think that this is quite telling. You can even see cracked pieces of the wall, so obviously something happened to cause this wall to decay or break down, or somebody brute forced their way into it.
We're here, Ikora. What is?
I also find it really interesting, and I haven't heard anybody else talk about this, but I touched on this a few videos back, and that was the fact that Savathûn's throne world bears a lot of similarity to the Awoken Dreaming City in aesthetic, in as many ways possible. The whole there's this is it granite or sort of tactite or marble-esque sort of feel that the architecture has, and it borrows a lot of influence from the Awoken, and I'm going to assume that's going to be important to what Savathûn is doing in her throne world, and also obviously because she's been encased in the marble by Mara Sov. So I don't know if that's like a poke at her, or maybe they are working together, who knows.
This place.
We're in the domain.
This is very Shadowkeep, this room here, and obviously I'm gonna assume we come through here on this platform and then we walk through this door, but this is some sort of staging or meeting area or crypt, someplace they the hive obviously gather.
The god of cunning.
No idea what that was. New kind of hive? Can't really tell what it is. It's like bent down or something. It's really...
Things are never what they...
I like that. That's cool. It's some sort of thrall statue pointing the way. So here, this is interesting. We have a statue of Oryx, obviously taking out a car, or fighting a car. From the book's Sorrows, when Oryx was seeking, well, he basically called Akar's bluff and took his knowledge in order to become Oryx the Taken King and convene with the darkness.
Careful.
So this is really interesting. So these numbers and symbols are alchemic symbols, and I'm not particularly familiar with that, but I know that one of them is supposed to be in reference to, and it escapes from, I should have written this down, but yeah, these are alchemic symbols. If you're familiar with them, let me know in the comments what they are, because I don't know everything. That's this area right here. There's a lot of a very like strong shadow keep / pyramid sort of feel to this whole area. I'm gonna go back a frame if it'll let us. So here, this looks like possibly where crafting will be. I just get that sort of vibe. I remember some of the concept images that Bungie showed us, or like screenshots they showed us, and in those screenshots were some sort of temple place with some steps going up, and like the table area, surface area, was supposed to be where we would craft the new weapons, or the new weapons crafting system. It's going to be interesting to see how that whole thing pans out. So yeah, this more alchemic symbols, calculations, and obviously it's talking about exposing her lies. And it looks like this is a Titan, isn't it? Yes, it's a Titan using some sort of mind bender ability, or this is through the use of this armor set. Which it would be cool if we had an armor set that had some sort of like narrative use, like toolkit of some kind that would help us. But let's continue.
Tell me, O honored guest.
Okay, so I thought this is a great time to mention this. So in this particular scene, Savathun says, "Welcome, O honored guest," and there are only two entities in the whole of Destiny that ever speak like that. One is the Worm Gods, and number two is the Ahamkara, and it was usually only used for like holding their prey in place, essentially like pinning them down, I guess would be the other word to use. And she specifically used it here, so I'll continue because this clip explains itself. So she literally takes control of us or pins us down somehow by doing that, and then she's able to replicate herself. And I don't know if these are like echoes. So I remember King Oryx had echoes or like shadows of himself that he sent elsewhere. This is typical with the hive. Now Savathun has probably more, because obviously she got Nokris to teach her some things. For those of you who don't know, Nokris is her nephew, or one of Oryx's what's the word, excommunicated sons, because Oryx got, like, he sent Nokris away, and it was only Crota who he favoured for some strange reason. So Nokris was like this estranged firstborn or secondborn son, but yeah, he came to speak to Savathun, or who he thought Savathun, and basically taught her everything he knows. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole situation here pans out. Oh, okay. So I think we were right. Let me go back. Hold on a second. So right underneath this hunter are runes. These are hive runes, and it looks like from this angle he's on one knee. He was on two knees before, but now he's on one knee. So this is going to be interesting to see. You can see a lot of runic symbols floating in the air here as well. I'm not sure what any of those mean, but it'll be interesting to find out what those are.
This throne world is indistinguishable from my own mind. Every step taken, every bullet fired, I keep and count them all. It's not too late to turn around.
So what's really interesting about this is how Savathun is just continuing to sort of weave this web and essentially trap everybody in it, as many people as she can trap into it. I want to point out also she's using Void Nova Bomb here, and it's just very interesting to me that she chose that instead of like Arc or even Stasis. None of these, because these are technically Guardians now, are using Stasis. Yep, okay, so key things again to point out to you. One is this particular scene here where she says,
Tell me, O honored guest.
"Oh, honored guest," and immediately it has an effect on this Guardian. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. The other thing that I want to point out is in the beginning, the setting where this pyramid is, the pyramid ship. Obviously that's where the raid is going to be, so we're yet to find out how that's all going to work out, but hopefully more questions will be answered. There's a lot of like vegetation and stuff here on this throne world, which is technically, I won't spoil it for you guys, but go and watch my previous video. I'll put the card at the end of this. It's called The Cradle. You can watch it, or you can check out an article I did about it, which I'll also link in the description below. But yeah, I think more or less that's going to be it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, subscribe. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to see when my next upload goes live. And remember, no matter what you're going through at this moment in time, you can do all things. Stay safe, and Godspeed.